In terms of youth and younger people, one of the things that we have shifted to is not having Sunday school. We have a gathering on Sunday evening for the high schoolers, and we have a gathering on Wednesday evening for junior hires. And it's a place where they can gather and have community. They can share time together, share a meal together. There's additional teaching and time for their small groups over that time. But we've chosen to do that because we think families, it's important for them to worship together and to have conversations around the same teaching when a student's old enough to begin doing that. And we think by 7th, 8th grade, students are old enough to begin to sit in church and hear along with their families what's going on and what's being preached about, and that they can engage in that. And we found that particularly with large churches that don't do that, who have a place for students to go on Sunday morning while their parents are in church, what happens is two things that are negative. You form two churches. There's actually two churches in one going on. I visited one down in Memphis, and when you talk to the youth leaders about what's going on, the series that are being done in the larger church, they didn't even have a clue. They didn't know what was being done over there at all. It was two churches within a church. And the other negative thing is as people leave home and they go to college and they begin to get jobs, they're not going to find a youth group that they can tag onto. They're going to find churches. And if they don't know how to become part of a church fully, it's going to be a problem. And we don't want that for students. And so beyond even our students going to church with their families, they're serving in church. We've got high schoolers playing in the worship band, and we've got high schoolers working cameras and lights and editing videos for after the service that people needed to buy and take to friends. We've got high school students working the soundboard at this point, which is a complicated soundboard, but they're quite capable of doing it, probably more capable sometimes than some of the adults. So integrated into the church in terms of service and in terms of worship, we think that's been a really important piece.